What is up, y'all? I'm back, Joe Kami 7, aka the Lock Finesse Monster, coming at you guys with another look at a shoe. Today, as some of you can already tell, we got a pair of Harden Volume 1s, white box, gold foil detailings throughout. There's not much else to say about that, so let's get right into it. So obviously I've already worn these, but this is the Trace Cargo colorway, I believe is what they call it. Cargo colorway of the Harden Volume 1s. Very slept on. It's made its way into outlets. Definitely my favorite colorway of the Harden Volume 1 so far. Yeah, I'm wearing Nike socks and Crocs. It's 100 degrees though, and 100 plus, and I'm wearing the fuzzy Crocs too. Harden Volume 1 paper right there, white with detailings, insignia detailings throughout of Adidas insignia, Volume 1, and the Harden logo. Right here, this particular Harden Volume 1. Right there, it's pointing at the upper. I'll tell you what it's made of. This means it's knit textile upper right there, that crisscross pattern, that dead animal looking thing, that bear rug looking thing means it's real leather. You can't really tell, but it's pointing at the lining, and the lining is like bolded, and it's got that knit textile logo next to it, so that means the lining is made of textile. And then right there it's pointing at the outsole, and that diamond means it's made out of like man-made materials, in this case like rubber and synthetic leather, something like that. But yeah, that's the sticker. I kept it there, so I like to keep this sticker like placed inside the shoebox. But yeah, enough about that. Let's get into the shoe. Like I stated earlier, right here, real leather, suede nubuck. I can't really tell. I forgot the difference. But yeah, right there, leather toe cap, Trace Cargo all over. This is the textile material, and on the inside also textile material. It's also, I know it's kind of dark in there, but the inside is cargo as well, and then textile material. This is not prime knit, by the way. This is just regular knit materials. Encased boost on the lateral side. The medial side, of course, the boost is exposed to kind of give you a little bit of both worlds. You get containment and stability with the encased boost on this side, and you will be able to feel the boost a little bit more thanks to this side. So kind of give you a taste of both worlds. Like I said earlier, it's real tough to incorporate boost into a basketball shoe, knowing that basketball players need more stability. They make all types of movements around the court, especially a guy like James Harden, so they can't fully utilize boost to its potential just yet, just because boost is pretty soft, and then if it's exposed too much, that softness could lead to some stability issues. Like with runners like Ultra Boosts, you're fine having it exposed because you don't do as varied movements as you would in basketball. So let me rephrase that. When it comes to running, you're not necessarily doing as many different type of movements with your feet compared to basketball, where you're moving laterally all the time. You're backpedaling, you're doing Euro steps, you're making crossovers. All that requires, all types of moves, all within seconds of each other. When it comes to running, you're usually just putting one foot in front of the other while, you know, simultaneously taking turns here and there. So yeah, so that's why having a boost setup in a basketball shoe can be tricky, because you can't always please everybody, because you gotta instill some stability while still trying to get maximum comfort from the boost. So there's that. Back to the shoe. Heel cup right there, inner heel cup. You can't really see it, but it's within this textile upper. Definitely great. I haven't played basketball in these yet, but it feels great. Like I said, you can't fully feel the boost, but that's fine. It's still extremely comfortable in my opinion right here, and had no problems with these walking around. I broke these in. Heel cup works great so far from my perspective. Also, the boost is encased around the heel, which also, like I said, leads into the lateral side. And then I talked about breaking in just now. The only drawback to like the leather toe capped pairs is that it takes a while to get used to this, because that's right there where I drew that line. That's where we kind of bend our toes and crease our shoes. But with this asymmetrical diagonal look, it feels awkward at first, but you got to break it in and get used to it, and then after that you'll feel fine. And then to the upper, asymmetrical look right there. As many of you already know by now, they were hoping to give you that kind of like wrapped feeling or right here, to give you some containment when making these type of movements that I was mentioning earlier. Like I said, I haven't personally hooped in these, so I don't know how well that works. Hopefully I can get in the gym with these sooner than later and maybe give you guys my feedback. But aside from that, I really think this is a dope shoe. Underrated in my opinion. I do rock these casually, and I think they look good. But yeah, definitely these I had to have in my collection, rotation, whatever the case may be. But yeah, so that is it on my look at the Harden Volume 1s. Oh, actually, we forgot to look at the outsole. So let me see. Yeah, the outsole is pretty durable. It feels like it, at least. I have already worn these. You've got these spiraling patterns. I've heard great things, not like super amazing things, but I've heard great things about this pattern. It looks beastly, especially like around here. The pattern is based on the Fibonacci sequence, which is like some perfect ratio spiraling pattern. Mathematical I don't know what to call it, a mathematical like ratio that you find in nature. There we go. That's the best way I could put it. But yeah, so hopefully the Fibonacci sequence leads to great traction on court. You got like a little like sort of shank plate right here for stability and support right here as well. But yeah, that is it for the Harden Volume 1's Trace Cargo colorway. But before I sign off, I want you guys to follow me on Snapchat and Twitter. You know, I do have some great content there, posting pictures, you know, and on Snapchat I am sorry, and on Snapchat especially, because I am trying to start a movement called Snapchat Radio, hosted by me, the Lock Finesse Monster, where every week or every 2 weeks I do like a little live radio show, post songs, have a chat with my viewers, and you know, do shout outs. People message me and request songs, this and that. It's a great time. I do skits on there as well to I call them commercial breaks, this and that. It's great, but a lot of people don't know about it yet. But the people who are watching love it, and I'm hoping to reach, you know, a bigger audience with this. I really like the idea of Snapchat radio, and hopefully you guys do too. So I'm gonna put my usernames in the description. Just follow me on those social media, just media in general, I guess. I don't know, social medias, whatever, we'll call it that. And that is it. Peace.